Hey nerds, today we're opening up this Marvel Legends Andrew Garfield No Way Home figure, Amazing Spider-Man 2 figure. Let's get him out of the box. Alright, so I've debated a while on opening this figure because I have the 3-pack, but let's just get him out. And honestly, we're not going to give a crap about these boxes. It's been a while since I destroyed a box. Feels good. Feels so good. How many of you guys are crying? Not my Andrew Garfield box, oh my god. Amazing Spider-Man, suck it. Let's get his accessories out here. They're really, really minimal accessories we get from Marvel Legends now. Mr. Garfield pop up. And the last piece, there we go. And this goes in the trash too. So Spidey comes with 2 extra hands. That's right, you're only going to get 1 fist. Last head sculpt, and thankfully all the black webbing lines are actually on this one. Let's check out the actual figure here. We have raised web lines throughout. They're all actually painted on this one. We have the nice texture on the blue parts of the figure. Look at that. Looking pretty nice for this version of the figure. Now let's look at the big selling point of this figure, the unmasked Andrew Garfield head sculpt. I think the head sculpt is really nice looking. I think the hair just seems a little too big. Maybe the head overall is a little too big. Like, look at it compared to the masked version. It seems like it's a little bit big, like it wouldn't actually fit in the mask, but you know, whatever. All right, let's run through his articulation, starting with his feet. They point up that far, down that far. We have the ankle rocker in there. We have double jointed knees with a nice bend. So I'm not a fan of what Hasbro is doing with the hip joints recently. They have this ratchet in there, so it kind of like locks into place as it goes. It's not smooth. And then they're using very soft plastic in here. You can see I oiled it up so I wouldn't break the figure, but as you're turning the ratchet, if it's too tight, you're just gonna twist that plastic. Eventually you're gonna break that off, and it's too soft. So I really don't like this system, especially with Spider-Man figures where you want him to get just full range and stuff. It's just, I don't know, it's a bad design. Be careful with these figures, heat it, use a little oil. The worst thing can happen is, you know, you're gonna break it, which is gonna suck because these are not easy to get your hands on. He has no waist cut where he spins, but he does have an ab crunch where he goes about that far forward and that far back. All of his upper torso spin comes from this chest cut, which should turn and stay, but look, it's popping back, which means that that joint in there is not working correctly. We do have some left and right lean. It's moving here in the bottom part, right? You get the nice crunch there, but it's not up here. I've tried oil, you can kind of see it's shiny, but it's not working, so I'm gonna go soak this bad boy in some really hot water and get that working the way it should be. All right, nerds, we gave Andrew here a hot water bath, microwave some water for 3 minutes, soak them for about 10 to 20 seconds. That's all it takes, and check this out. Spins all the way around now. So awesome. So much better than it was before. It was like boom and snap back. Not worrying about the joint breaking at all. Look at all the articulation he's getting there now. Also, the hot water helped every other joint too. Everything's much nicer now down here as well. All right, so moving. So now that we fixed that, we got the shoulder joints here. They go all the way around, come out that far. We do have a butterfly joint, but they don't get a lot of range of motion in there, and that's just an issue with how it's made. I think the peg is too long. You can probably pull the arm out, cut the end of the peg off, and get the rest of that articulation you should be getting. But that's up to you if you want to do that. We have the bicep cut here, spins nicely. We have double jointed elbows there, nice bend. And then we have your standard wrist articulation. The head spins all the way around exorcist style. Looks down that much, looks up, not very much at all. The hair is definitely stopping that. And then we have some left and right wiggle. And the hot water, guys, makes this pop off so much nicer as well. Not worried about ruining that joint there, pulling that apart, which is a major issue with these figures. But the hot water definitely made that a nice smooth release of the head. So there you go, nerds. That's the Marvel Legends Andrew Garfield figure from No Way Home or Amazing Spider-Man 2. If you look at the packaging, let me know what you guys think in the comments.